Name: B.1.1.248 or P.1. Date: discovered in Tokyo, Japan, in 4 travelers arriving from Manaus, Brazil, on January 2. Why should we care? The variant has the same spike protein mutation as the highly transmissible versions found in Kent and South Africa named N501Y, which makes the spike better able to bind to receptors inside the body. It has a third, less well-studied mutation called K417T, and the ramifications of this are still being researched.
What do the mutations do? The N501Y mutation makes the spike protein better at binding to receptors in people's bodies and therefore makes the virus more infectious.
Exactly how much more infectious it is remains to be seen, but scientists estimate the similar-looking variant in the UK is around 56% more transmissible than its predecessor.
Even if the virus doesn't appear to be more dangerous, its ability to spread faster and cause more infections will inevitably lead to a higher death rate.
Another key mutation in the variant, named E484K, is also on the spike protein and is present in the South African variant. E484K may be associated with an ability to evade parts of the immune system called antibodies, researchers from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro said in a scientific paper published online. However, there are multiple immune cells and substances involved in the destruction of coronavirus when it gets into the body, so this may not translate to a difference in how people get infected or recover.
Do our vaccines work against it?
There are concerns that vaccines might be less effective against the Brazilian strain, with trials of the Johnson & Johnson jab finding it was slightly less effective in Latin America at preventing mild or moderate cases.
However, the trials found it still prevented hospitalizations and deaths.
No studies have tested the Oxford/AstraZeneca vaccine against the P1 variant, while Moderna and Pfizer say their mRNA coronavirus vaccines should work against variants with the E484K mutation, with early results showing that these vaccines are only slightly less effective against the P1 variant.
Officials were tonight scrambling to contact more than 130 people who shared a flight to the UK with the carrier of the new Brazilian coronavirus variant last month.
Ministers attempted to downplay the significance of half a dozen people in the UK testing positive for the new strain, as Boris Johnson said his roadmap out of lockdown, which begins with schools reopening next Monday, would not be delayed. In all, 6 cases of the P.1 variant first detected in the Amazonian city of Manaus have been confirmed in Britain, 3 in England and 3 in Scotland.
2 were tracked to South Gloucestershire, but the 3rd English case has not been located and could be anywhere in the nation because they failed to fill in personal details when they were tested for COVID. Authorities are also tracking 136 people who were on Swissair flight LX318 that arrived at Heathrow from Sao Paulo, via Zurich, on February 10.